I love reading transcripts of the Pope's press conferences. He says interesting things in press conferences that
Is he a bigger nerd
don't.
than I am?
No,
possibly.
I am not, and I will tell you why, because you look at the math and the Greek letters in economic papers.
That's true.
Not. So you win there.
Tell me about the Greek letters of the Pope. What did he say?
He was asked about U.S. intervention in Iraq, and he said, I'm going to read it to you. I can only say this. It is licit to stop the unjust aggressor. I underline the verb stop. I do not say bomb, make war. I say stop by some means. So it's Delphic, but it's also...
Yeah.
An approval of the idea of force. It doesn't mean that he's giving a blanket condoning of force. It does mean that he's saying that is a thing that you sometimes must do to stop an evil aggressor.
Jim Glassman with us from JPMorgan. With your study back to Northwestern and ages ago, by any definition, these tensions dampen the economy, don't they? I mean, just like
they make people cautious
this morning.
They make people cautious. Although I will remind you that where these stresses are popping up are really only in part of the world that produces like 2% of the world's GDP. The fact is, in Asia, there's a recovery going on, and the developing economies are doing well. So the economic benefits are hard to ignore, and they tend to dampen that.
This morning, with Ukraine and Russia, you've got to say that is imparting an impulse upon Europe.
Yeah, and Europe matters a lot. It produces a third of the world's GDP, so it's a very big deal. And Europe is really struggling more from the existential crisis. I think it was only until Draghi made those comments that people thought the whole thing was going to blow up. That was a very scary moment, and that probably still reverberating through the whole region. We've
just got a second, but Draghi said again, that there needs to be stimulus. Is that even possible?
No, probably not. We have the same challenge here, frankly, really. We sort of rely on the central bank to do most of the action. So it's probably not possible because of the politics.